Nestled deep within the woods, Willowbrook Villa was a sprawling, centuries-old mansion with a dark history. Locals whispered tales of hauntings and strange occurrences, but that didn't deter the Johnson family. They had recently moved to the area, unaware of the villa's sinister past. The Johnsons were captivated by the villa's grandeur and elegance when they first laid eyes on it. With its imposing turrets, ivy-covered walls, and overgrown garden, it was a dream come true for a family longing for a fresh start. What they didn't know was that the villa held secrets that would soon consume their lives. From the moment they moved in, strange things began to happen. Late at night, they heard the sound of piano music echoing through the halls, though the villa had no piano. Muffled whispers and eerie laughter filled the air, and doors would creak open or slam shut on their own. The Johnsons dismissed these occurrences as quirks of an old house, until their youngest daughter, Lily, began to speak of a new friend she had made in the villa's hidden corners. This friend, Lily claimed, was a shadowy figure named Mr. Blackwood. She described him as tall and menacing, with eyes that gleamed like burning coals. Lily would spend hours talking to Mr. Blackwood, who seemed to appear and disappear at will. Her parents grew increasingly concerned, attributing it to an overactive imagination. But one fateful night, the family's skepticism would shatter. As they sat in the dimly lit dining room, a chilling gust of wind swept through the room, extinguishing the candles. The temperature dropped, and the once-forgotten whispers grew louder and more frantic. Lily's laughter turned into screams as she pointed to the corner of the room. There, in the shadows, stood Mr. Blackwood, a looming, spectral figure with hollow eyes that seemed to pierce their souls. Frozen with terror, the family watched as he beckoned to Lily. She rose from her chair, her eyes vacant, and walked toward him. In a desperate bid to save their daughter, the Johnsons rushed forward, but an invisible force held them back. They could only watch in horror as Lily reached out to Mr. Blackwood, and the two of them vanished into thin air. With their daughter gone, the villa's malevolence intensified. The family heard Lily's voice crying out for help from the darkest corners of the house, and they witnessed apparitions and poltergeist activity that grew more violent by the day. The villa seemed to feed on their fear, trapping them within its haunted walls. Desperate for answers, the Johnsons delved into the villa's history and discovered a chilling truth. Mr. Blackwood had been a malevolent spirit tied to the villa for centuries, luring unsuspecting victims into the shadows. The only way to break the curse was to confront the spirit and free their daughter. Armed with ancient rituals and a newfound determination, the Johnsons embarked on a terrifying journey to confront Mr. Blackwood and rescue Lily from the clutches of the villa's dark past. But the shadows of Willowbrook Villa held secrets more sinister than they could have ever imagined, and their struggle for survival had only just begun.